In his great plan, Mitharu blessed both us and the Fae with nature. The Fae say these stones will hold the memories of those who talk to them, and will hold them forever, unlike the confessions I hear. I don't know how this works, and it lacks the structure and order that is the mark of Mitharu. This may be the place I should go. Mitharu had no hand in it. Look at it. Mossy, pale rock blank, with cracks. So many cracks. The kingdom cursed by maid's dread hand, when all were doomed to sleep, Bellmaid rescued all, despite her claws to weep. And why did Bellmaid cry, you ask? Her king Wenson was ill. The evil maid of Windermere had tried to break his will.
I don't know if I'll ever take on another apprentice. Not after Karth's betrayal. Farewell.
Don't trust the monks.
Well done. No one will miss those two. Take this to Shieldring Keep and speak to Tyne Delphric. He'll set you to work on my word alone. We're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it, and none held in higher regard. Go north of town, then take the road east. You'll find Tyne Delphric there. It's him you want to talk to. Next time I see you, maybe under war-sworn banners.
What do you want?
Yes?
A commendation from Ordura, eh? That'll get you your first assignment. But more than that demands soldiers' work. As rife with brigands and brownies as ever. With our best called to the front, our numbers here are thin. Even as our coffers fill, our ranks stretched thin. This war, these times, have tested our mettle to the limit. Still, we have not wavered in our creed. A mercenary sells a sword without honor. The war-sworn sell honor armed for battle. I am but a simple soldier grown old. First they made me castellan of this keep. Then that wasn't enough. So they named me Ancient of War, Steward of the Order. 3 war-sworn keeps guard the summer Phalanx. Shieldring here, Helmguard in Erethel, and Ironfast and Detir, to each a castellan. And in Pluricon, Amalur Sfere Cura oversees our part in the war. It has been centuries since the war-sworn have crossed into Pluricon. And in fact, that crossing has always resulted in tragedy for us. But we are mercenaries, and we are paid to fight there, so we must. Don't get any big ideas. Heroic deeds are long past, and the war's far away. But there's honest soldiers' work to be done. Hirelings earn good pay for standing guard, dealing with thieves, patrolling roads. In fact, there is a patrol setting out shortly, if you're interested. 10 years ago, it raged all over the plains, and we earned our pay in combat. Now the war's in a standoff, and we pay warriors to sit in Melsenshire and stare at the Tuatha army. A merchant group has retained us to discover why traders have been vanishing from Erode and Lorca Rain. Travel to Dyden Hill and meet a fellow hireling named Will Rendig. He is likely at the healers. Then report to Warden's Bridge. You and a crew of other hirelings will scour the area and ensure the roads are safe. Understood? Good then. I can make you a hireling. The work is plentiful and the pay is good. However, you are not truly of our order until you earn the rank of Pledge Shield. Though he is only a hireling, he is war-sworn material, and we look after our own. He has cares of a personal nature, which presently detain him. Find hireling Rendig in Dyden Hill. Check at the healers first, then join the patrol in Lorca Rain, mustering on the road near Warden's Bridge. Good. Off you go.
Stop gawking. There are grander things than Shieldring Keep, but we're proud to call it home. Mind you, it's more than vaulted ceilings. It's about history and work, about Tyne Delphric, Ancient of War, and Castellan of this place. Why, fighters, that's what we are. Fighters for hire, best you'll find. Were you thinking to join? Tyne Delphric's the Castellan. Speak to him. Castellan of this keep and Ancient of War. That means he stands above the other Castellans and leads them, more or less. Delphric's a wise man. Prefers one well-timed sword thrust to 20 wild swings. You enter by the Great Hall, where Tyne Delphric holds talk with visitors. Forge and commissary are to the right as you enter the keep. Common quarters are straight ahead, with beds for Pledge Shield and above. Castellan's quarters are left. Don't go in there. Oh, are you? I see. If you mean you want to join, you should speak to Tyne Delphric. If all you want is coin, go to the contract board. Pay for finished jobs comes from me. Yes, take any job you like from the board itself. When a contract's done, return to me. On with you. Welcome. Greetings.
This is the Shield Ring Smithy. If you need repairs, I can help with that. If you want to be scolded by a sour greybeard, talk to Halder there. Oh, he's a fine blacksmith. Or he would be if he ever lifted his arm anymore. He prefers telling me how I'm lifting mine wrong. Repairs are an awful chore. Forging new things is a fine feeling, but there are days I long to wield the weapons I make. It's too green here. Too warm. Too many bugs and boggarts making a racket. I prefer the whiteness and silence of snow. All right.
How are you at the blacksmith's craft, boy? Don't answer. I can tell by your hands. Callow, confused, no discipline. Are you happy like that? Or do you wish to improve? Our skill at the forge is near as famous as in combat. Ought to be more famous. All you need know is I'm sworn to war and a blacksmith to my bones. I can teach you a little if you don't wear out my patience. I could be persuaded to show you a bit of proper technique, I suppose. If you were hoping I'd meant something, you want Fiona over there. That's my pupil there. She's a bright spark, she is. Green, though. Wants to run and play with swords too often.
Yes?
I'm quartermaster here. I have good war-sworn forged arms and armor. All the things a fighter needs. Don't mind the bitterness. It's her own fault she's such a damn good blacksmith and merely an excellent fighter. That's Fiona, our blacksmith. She forged these, every one true enough. It's up to me to see that this ragged lot of stone-headed roustabouts is provisioned with whatever they bloody need. I remember the time One-Eyed Arca routed us in Ironhold Passage. Then Oast appeared out of nowhere right behind them. But that was years ago. Well, Ironfast might have been built first, but Jotun tore it down. Rebuilt it, but only after Shieldring. By my count, that makes Shieldring eldest standing. What? That's all?
So you're the new recruit. Take my advice. Keep your sword sharp, don't sleep in your armor, and never let hirelings get big for their britches. Say what you want. The Fae are remarkable, true wonders of the natural world. Of course, they tend not to look upon us so fondly. Shieldring Keep has long been a source of tension between the Warsworn and Fae of this region. If they have suggestions on how to move elsewhere, I will gladly listen. Well, you're in. Be proud. There are no fighters like the Warsworn. Stick with us, and you might be someone someday. Means you're in our pay, scrambling up the rocky slope to Pledge Shield. You've met that surly bastard, then? You're lucky he didn't twist your hand off. Pledge Shields are sworn to war. Means you've earned the respect of all and may call these halls home. Castellan of this keep and Ancient of War, which means he runs things here, and he runs things for all Warsworn, everywhere. This fortress has been a fixture in the forest for as long as anyone can remember, although I'm sure the Fae would have something to say about that. It was built on the ruins of Forgefire Keep, which was built on the last few stones of Hammer Rock, the great Varani War Temple. Aye, for now.
Greetings.
What's this? Another hireling?
What's this? Rogue's blood on my boots? Old Idwald's a scold, but he's true to the cause.
Old Idwald's a scold. That is true.
interesting. You're not at all what I expected to find here. Oh, is that the name of this Fate Weaver? No, the Tuatha I was following killed him. I was hoping his corpse would give me an idea of why they were here. Now I know. They were hoping to find you. If I'd interfered, the Tuatha would know I was tracking them. This Fate Weaver wasn't worth losing valuable information. But the Tuatha are still on the move. I must go. I'm certain we will see one another again. Soon. Be on your way.
What happened here? Arden's dead. How did this happen? Why would they have come here? Why kill a harmless old Fate Weaver? They couldn't know that you were headed here. I mean, the stingy bastard owes me a week of drinks. Doesn't mean he deserved to be murdered. I was hoping to avoid this, but I think I'm going to have to take you to Delok. It's a sacred place to we Fate Weavers. Somewhere that I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping Arden could take you, but I guess it comes down to me. No reason getting anyone else killed over it. Go, I'll meet you there. Once I give Arden a proper funeral. This is twice now I've buried the bodies left in your wake. What's bothering you? He died before his time, but I can't imagine many tears will be shed for him. You tell enough futures and soon you won't have any friends left. Ah, the warm and welcoming Fae of the Summer Court. They were the ones who welcomed man, Alpha, and Gnome into the Faelands. You'd hardly realize the Tuatha are the same sort of creature. Everyone thinks the immortal Fae are enigmas, but they've got it all wrong. The Fae are simple, far simpler than mortals. They never change. Even when their bodies die, they reform again, often years later. Under the Delok ruins in Etenmere is a nexus of oracular power. It's where the Fate Weaver Order was founded, but no one has been there in over 100 years. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but we're going to have to go to Delok. Maybe something there can tell me why I can't see your fate. Get going. I'll meet you there.
Yes, the contracts are listed on the board by the entrance. Oh, yes, from overgrown thicket, was it? Normally that sort of thing is beneath even contract work. But these days, if the payer has enough coin to spare and is insistent enough, we put it on the board. Work hard as a hireling, prove yourself able, and you'll make pledge shields sure enough. Good then. Yes?
At your service. Things to repair? You'll want Fiona for that. Aye.
What's this? Another hireling? Hello there. Step right up and allow yourself the pleasure of my company. I am the great Oleander Sinclair, alchemist virtuoso. Today only I am offering the people of Yelvan a special... What am I offering? Blast! The potion's wearing off.
You like that head of yours? Well, if you do, I'd advise you stay here in the north. You could end up like those in Canarok. Poor souls are spider snacks. In their prime, they were silk farmers, but now the villages are ruined. You can go and see for yourself. I wouldn't advise it, though. They don't like me. Because they're brutes, I'd wager. Or because I stole from their treasure hoard. That's probably the reason. Castellantine Delphric wants to lock me up. Me, Oleander Sinclair. Did I mention that he's famous? That I'm famous? I'm Oleander Sinclair.
Surely you've heard of him. The most famous travelling potion salesman whatever lived. The guy I landed on and killed. Knew him, did you? I mean, I'm him. That's me, Oleander.
Beautiful woman. Ravishing. In fact, I made clear my intentions to woo her. She made clear her intentions to break my nose. The worst of the worst, that one. Honourable, proven, courageous. Who could ever be proud of such qualities?
You know, a person who makes potions from things like fungal spores and droppings. A person like me. A virtue... What? Perhaps you should use words people actually understand. Someone here is looking mighty foolish right now. It's me. I'm the one looking foolish. Yes, Yolvan. Quite appealing. You should visit. Where is Yolvan again? A potion. His potion, I mean. Oleander Sinclair. See, I'm not really him. He being a dead guy I found in a mine nearby. Landed on, really. But he was already dead. Maybe I took his coin and drank one of his potions. That's when things got strange. I could make potions? Tonics, cordials, restoratives. Turns out I really like alchemy. But the potion's effects are fading. Will you help me make another? Let's just say before I became Oleander Sinclair, I was less a travelling alchemist and more of a robber of travelling alchemists and other people. I don't recall the potion's name. No surprise, I can't even remember my own name. That's the price you pay for being for being a liar. Those war-sworn curs likely have one in their keep. I'm not sure. They won't let me in, on account of my being a liar. You could make the potion using the proper reagents, but that would require work. We've got to hurry, though, because I'm getting dumber by the moment. I think there are 2 ingredients that go to the potion. The potion that makes you better at making potions. Ember Eyes and Sky Blossom, reagents you can find hereabouts. With them, I can make the potion I need. They're seeds that smoulder with the heat of a sun-baked stone. Amazing. I have no idea how I know that. Not my first choice of campsites, but better than the alternatives. I'll gladly take Warsworn swine over giant spiders. Wouldn't anyone? Yes, they are very lovely. Flowers they are. Pretty flowers. Listen, I just want the potion. Wait. What do I want with the potion? It's called that because the white pattern on its blue petals look like clouds in the sky on a summer day. Yeah, that sounds right. Bet it grows around here somewhere. In the forest, I'd wager gold on it. Probably in the ground. Try the ground. Scour the keep and you'll find something useful. You wouldn't believe what those Warsworn are hoarding in there. See you soon, mate.
What's this? Another hireling?
I didn't do it. Whatever it is you're eyeballing me for, I'm not the one the one who did it. Wait, did I? Hope this works. Bottoms up, mate. I think it's working. Indubitably. Plethora. Effulgent. There it is. Now I should be able to brew up anything I need in no time. As agreed, here's your payment. You're a real lifesaver.
Not sure if I'll ever quite remember who I am, where I'm from. Probably for the best. Didn't like that fellow. Me. I like to wander. Most in Yolven do. It's a crossroads, really. The place between where you are and wherever you mean to be. A word of warning. Avoid the southern road into Webwood. Spiders as big as a man down there.
Yes? Really? There's no need to stand around and gape. Oh, yes, from overgrown thicket, was it? Normally that sort of thing is beneath even but these days, if the payer has enough coin to spare, work hard as a hireling. Prove yourself able. On with you.
Commissary, need gauntlets or a fine sword? Aye.
What now?
Welcome.
Hello there. Step right up and allow yourself. Today only I am offering inhabits a potion. Maybe I could make potions? Tonics? Let's just say before I became Oleander, I don't recall those you could make the potion using the proper reagent.
You like that? You could end up like those in
Scour the keep and you'll find something useful.
In their prime, they were silk farmers. But now they don't like me. Castellantine Delphric wants to lock me up.
Surely you've heard of him. The most famous... Yes, Yolvan. Quite appealing. The guy I landed on. I mean, I'm him. That's me. Oleander. Not my first choice of campsites, but better than, you know, a person who makes potions from things like fungal... A virtue, it's me. I'm the one looking foolish.
The worst of the worst, that one. Honourable.
I think there are Ember Eyes and Sky Blossom. Reagents you can find. They're seeds that smoulder with the heat of... Yes, they are very lovely. Flowers they are.
Beautiful. In fact, I made clear my intentions to woo her.
It's called that because the white pattern on its blue... Bet it grows around here somewhere. See you soon, mate.
Time for work, boys.
poor coin for the coffins.
Come for our sage crafting? I can help with that. Anything else, speak with Gamian or Udo. We are kindred spirits. We see Mitharu in gems. We seek holiness in refining them. We have quiet, order, and a sage-crafter's bench. What more could I desire? Brother Gamian says it best, but in the art of working gems is all the glory of Mitharu. He's very concerned with Fallon's absence just now. He would do well to work a shard. Forgive me. I prefer sage-crafting to conversation. I never understood it myself, but he found solace in plants and people. Things I see no order or structure in at all.
Greeting. By Mitharu, I am growing worried for Brother Fallon. The day is come and gone, and he still has not returned. A goodly sort of village, though it does not have the tranquility of Dyden Hill. I swear it, he has the heart of Hadwin himself, a remarkable mind for herbs and medicines as well. Why, the great god of order, who makes the seasons to turn, life to rise from the ground, and death return to it. We have devoted our lives to this service. It may not have the luminous pomp of St. Odwig's, but then St. Hadwin was a modest apostle of Mitharu. Our worship centers on our prayer beads and the practice of cutting and clarifying shards through sage crafting. To Dyden Hill village, where they are suffering under the blood plague. He was delivering medicines badly needed there. But the trip isn't long. It's been more than a day since he left. Why, yes, they are. And so he is dead then? Well, he has joined Mitharu. You should know we have a tradition. Rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Mitharu's creed? To honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Mitharu's hammer. So it shall ever be. Good hearts shall stray from the unyielding path. Then I will take the beads. Have this in thanks in their stead. We mourn our brother's loss, and yet in our sorrow we acknowledge that death is part of life's pattern. A much larger mission in Gorehart to the west. They are unmatched in venerable years of service. I like to think what we lack therein we have in humility, in purity. Mitharu bless you.
A newcomer. What brings you to our humble mission? You have heard of our remarkable shards and gems, perhaps? Are you a follower of Mitharu, here to worship? You are a lost child of Mitharu, then, stranger. You need only see the light of peace to believe. He is a man of few words, but he is gifted at the sage-crafter's table. Our brother's death is a hard lesson. We must meditate to see beyond the sorrow, as does Brother Udo. Behold our unassuming mission, pure and simple as the very first waters. Brother Ansel and I devote our hours to shards and gems, while the others tend garden and shrine. All of us pray upon our beads. It is a beautiful lesson in the ways of Mitharu. Each gem carries within it his influence. Untouched, you can see the light of peace working in a perfect symphony. A shard is but one raw image of this perfection, refined by our imperfect hands. Is it true? Brother Fallon died upon the road. Atharu, by your clouded tear.
See Nanny for alchemical goods.
It is good to see Gorhart overcome the fear that it harboured for so long. As far as I am concerned, all Fae are welcome here. Be careful out there.
Hello there.
I hope they have fared well. Up plague or thunder, the craft hall's doors are always open.
War-sworn work? Good. The gold's run low and my mother's not doing so well. To the warden's bridge it is. It's seen its share of hardship, so I can serve in the militia and do what I can. It's an honour to be taken as hireling, and they do look after their own. Since Mother fell ill, I've had more work and pay than ever before. I'm more grateful than I can say. The plague troubles Didenhill. It's but a hindrance for the young and healthy. For her. For the older ones. Some get through it. Others don't. All able bodies must serve in turn. Since Warsworn know how to fight, we're usually the first called. Aye, the one smack in the heart of Lorca. Go north of here, then east, then south along the road. Farewell, Mother. I won't be long.
My skin burns like a hot wine.
I've got the trembles again, my dear. They won't go away.
Othel, is that you?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but there's no plague shield left.
No, at all.
I'm sorry. There simply isn't any more. It's gone. I'm sorry, but I'm simply out of plague shield. There's nothing I can do for you or anyone else till I have it. Blasted blood plague. Only thing for treating the blood plague. Few indeed have the skill to make it. I certainly can't, for all my years as a healer. Lumpkins, oafs, and busybodies, except for the poor bedraggled sick ones here in my care. I suppose they all mean well, only the airs coming out of these woods have addled their brains. Promised he'd make me 3 more parcels of plague shield and hand-deliver them as soon as he could. Can't imagine what's detained him. Normally, I'd say it's not as bad as it sounds. Doesn't kill most of the time, just weakens. Only half the village has it now, and a bedridden village starves sooner or later. It treats the blood plague, which almost all of Didenhill's sick with just now. Brother Fallon should have come with more. Can't think where he is. Brother Fallon dead on the road? Oh, this is terrible. We don't want anyone else to die. Please, the other parcels. Perhaps they are nearby in the forest. Find them if you can. St. Hadwin's upon the northern nestle of Glendora. Good men there. Honest brothers living a life of order. I don't know. In the forest, perhaps up the road, or in the hands of the villains who killed poor sweet Brother Fallon. Matharo bless you.
By Mitharu, what is it you... Oh, hello. Did Thaddeus send you? Kester Barclay. My apologies. I don't mean to be rude. This crisis has me a bit on edge. Blood plague, and the boggarts that are spreading all over Glendara. Normally the things keep to themselves. Looks like some Jotun got into their lair, though. Forced the boggarts out. I can't. But Astrid Frisk, our healer, can. That is, when she has the medicine to treat it. We've been running low. More should have arrived this morning. You can ask her about it if you're curious. You're either brave or a fool. But if you could kill the Jotun, perhaps the Boggarts would leave us alone. All right. Travel north to the Boggarts' lair in Coilsbane and clear out their cave. Our own healer. As you can imagine, she's hardly slept since the outbreak. If you think you can be of any help, you most likely find her in her cottage, tending to this. A single Boggart we can handle. But 10? 20? It's only a matter of time before the whole town is infected. I can't allow them to run around unchecked, putting all the folks here at risk. Coilsbane is a boggart cave just north of town. Well, it used to be anyway. A while back, some Jotuns started digging in the caves. They drove the boggarts out, and right into our town. Don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've found it, and I don't care. I just want them gone. We're simple people here. Merchants, tradesmen. We're not equipped to deal with a threat like this. Lumbering brutes. Almost twice as tall as a man and just as wide. Why they came to Glendara is anyone's guess. They just showed up one day. We weren't going to stop them. I grew up here. Seems like only yesterday I went to fight in the war. When I got back, I was the toast of the town. Thought I was through with all that fighting. St. Hadwin's. It's north of here, through the woods. They won't likely kill you. Leave you weak as a kitten there. Around here, that's as good as dead. That boy needs to rest. He's got the cough. Won't listen to me or his own brother. Driving the Jotun from Coilsbane would be the best thing you could do for us. Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use some help as well. Please, hurry.
I have full faith in Kester to keep us safe.
You're a brave soul coming to Didenhill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast, very fast. You met Gisela? How? I sent that death notice. She should know that I'm dead. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I am not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment. I don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more. Her silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield. You're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you, truly. Thank you. I paid a scholar to fashion a false death notice, the kind the army uses to inform the next of kin that a courier left with it several days ago. All my hope for Gisela's future went with it. You don't want to know about me. Besides, that name hardly means anything to me now. I came back different. I'd rather not talk about it, if that's okay with you. I think about the war enough as it is, and I doubt it was once an old Alfar outpost. Nothing extraordinary. Then it became the last line of defense, where we had Nelson Shear is where I lost this hand. Where I knew I'd never come home the same man that I left. It's pretty nasty, and I've seen my fair share of infections and ailments. We had plenty...
It is you! I never dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality becomes too unbearable to return to. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. You have done the impossible, and for that, I owe you more than this meager reward. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you. Goodbye.
As the tree roots into the earth, the tendrils of thoughts twist with the soul. As the fire renews the field, the birthing labors pierce the soul. As the mantis climbs to his mate, the heart outstretched to her fair hand. As the hunter kills its prey, beside this hill he crawls from sand.
another day.
That's all the plague shield then. We have enough to last for a while yet, at any rate. Please, have this as thanks. Poor dear, that is an old stone. These days it's almost common to lose a friend, and I'll tell you he was a dear one. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. May Mithoro keep him. On with you, get!
Water.
The waters of Loch Dyton, such a lovely sight.
Can I help you?
Riseburg Arms and Armours, blacksmithing on premises. So long. And so the knight took up his shield.
Can I help you?
Hello there. Don't tell me. Yes, that's it. We've met before. We have. Right here in... Where are we again? Blast! Hope this works. Bottoms up, mate. I think it's working. Indubitably. Plethora. Effulgent. There it is. Now I should be able to brew up anything I need in no time. As agreed, here's your payment. You're a real lifesaver. Not sure if I'll ever quite remember who I am, where I'm from. Probably for the best. Didn't like that.